sugar. Oh, honey, honey.
Sugarcane is originally from India. Sugar plays a very significant role in India's agricultural and industrial economy. Although sugarcane occupies barely 3% of India's total cultivatable area, about 40 million people are dependent on sugarcane farming and the sugar industry. A unique feature of the India sugar industry is that more than 58% of production takes place in cooperative factories, which are also the focal point of multidimensional socioeconomic development in rural areas. India, as well as the other main areas that grow sugarcane, has both tropical and subtropical areas. The 5 top sugarcane producing countries are Brazil, India, China, Thailand, and Pakistan. To grow sugarcane, farmers first select a healthy sugarcane plant. Then they chop off the upper leaves and split them into foot-long pieces. Then they must dig a furrow about 6 inches deep. Then the fourth step is to pre-water the furrow using a hose or irrigation. Finally, the farmers must place the stems horizontally into the furrow and cover with soil. Fertilizer or other plant food can also be used to increase plant quality and yield. It typically takes about 12 months to reach maturity for sugarcane, although the time varies widely around the world, from as short as 6 months in Louisiana to even 24 months in some places. Harvesting times tend to be during the dry season, and the length of the harvest ranges from as little as 2.5 months to up to 11 months. Sugarcane is harvested by hand and mechanically. Hand harvesting accounts for more than half of the production, mostly in the developing world. In hand harvesting, the field is first set on fire. The fire burns dry leaves and kills any pests without harming the stalks and the roots. Hand harvesters then cut the cane just above ground level using cane knives. Mechanical harvesting uses a sugarcane harvester. The machine cuts the cane at the base of the stalk, strips the leaves, and then chops the cane into consistent lengths and deposits them into a transporter following alongside.
There are 5 major varieties of sugarcane. All the major varieties come from the genus Saccharum, meaning sugar in Latin. These 5 varieties include Arundinaceum, sorry if I pronounce these wrong, Barberry, Bengalense, Edule, and Menja.
As for nutritional value, sucrose, the refined form of sugarcane, is made entirely of carbohydrates and has no vitamins or minerals. 1 teaspoon of sugar contains 16 calories and no fat.
The transportation and processing of sugarcane. The major product that comes from sugarcane is sugar. The food products coming from sugar being syrup, rum, candy, molasses, and others. Sugarcane must be refined into sucrose to be used in most foods. So the cane is taken and it is milled into raw sugar. The raw sugar is taken in trains and trucks to refineries, which then refine the raw sugar into white sugar, otherwise known as sucrose. This process is done near the consumers so that the product is ready to sell. These areas include North America, Europe, and Japan, where it's bagged and sold finally to consumers. Non-food products include ethanol and other fuels.
Historically, around 1,000 years ago, sugar was a luxury item and was used in a variety of ways, such as for medicinal purposes, as a preservative, as a spice, and as a sweetener. Then, the growing demand for and production of sugar created the plantation economy in the New World and was largely responsible for the expansion of the Atlantic slave trade in the 16th, 17th, and 18th centuries. It was the perfect plantation crop and replaced tobacco, which does better in small farms because of the extensive hand operations that are involved. Sugar became the focus of an industry that combined sugar plantations, the slave trade, long-distance shipping, wholesale and retail trade, and investment finance. An increased production of sugar led to a decrease in price. Sugar finally changed from a luxury good to a necessity for all. Benefits of sugar were widely touted by various authorities and heavily promoted in many aspects of people's lives. It was used as a sweetener in other substances such as tea, coffee, and cocoa. Sugar's reputation as a luxury good inspired the middle class to use it to emulate the wealthy. And government increases in purchase of sugar and sugar products led to further use as well. In religion, the earliest reference to sugarcane is traced to the Aharva Veda, one of the oldest sacred scriptures in India. There have been references to the Buddha being known as the king of sugarcane in Buddhist literature. Alexander the Great is said to have taken sugarcane from India to the west around 325 BCE. In literature introduced into China, the Buddhist was known as Board of Sugarcane, and the 5 medicines allowed to cure sick months included sugarcane.
Sugar, oh honey, honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting